Number 1. Eilean Donan Castle, History and Architecture. Eilean Donan Castle rises majestically on a small rocky island where three sea lochs meet in the Scottish Highlands, a location strategically chosen to control invasion routes. Its history begins in the 13th century, when it was built as a defensive stronghold against the Vikings and as a fortress of Clan Mackenzie. During the 15th and 16th centuries it was expanded, becoming a symbol of clan power. However, in 1719 it was destroyed by the British Navy after a failed Jacobite uprising supported by Spain. Its ruins remained abandoned for almost 2 centuries until Lieutenant Colonel John Macrae Gilstrap bought it in 1911 and undertook a meticulous reconstruction, completed in 1932 following old engravings and original plans. Architecturally, the castle faithfully reflects medieval Scottish military architecture. Its local stone walls, up to 3 meters thick, are topped with battlements for surveillance and direct defense. A narrow single-arch bridge, designed to be destroyed in case of siege, connects the island to the shore. The general plan is organized around a central courtyard enclosed by walls and auxiliary buildings, while the keep dominates the complex with several levels connected by narrow spiral staircases, optimized for defense and restricting attackers' movement. The loopholes allow bow or musket fire from inside, and the halls have massive stone fireplaces to withstand the cold, damp climate. In its restoration, vaults, flagstone floors, and timber roofs with massive beams were reconstructed, returning to it its authentic, evocative character from the clan era. Number 2. Floating Seahorse Villas, Dubai, History and Architecture. The Floating Seahorse Villas are an icon of 21st-century marine residential architecture. Their history begins in 2015, when the developer Kleindienst Group presented a revolutionary concept for the World Islands in Dubai: luxury floating villas with submerged bedrooms. The first units were delivered in 2018 and became an emblem of Dubai's extravagant and futuristic lifestyle. Inspired by the shape of seahorses and designed to encourage marine life, these villas include artificial reefs to promote underwater biodiversity. As for their architecture, each villa is an autonomous structure designed to float without being anchored to the seabed. The structural system combines marine-grade stainless steel and reinforced concrete with anti-corrosive additives, capable of withstanding waves and the extreme salty environment. The villas have 3 levels. The lower one is completely submerged underwater and built with high-strength multi-layer acrylic glass walls, offering panoramic views of reefs and tropical fish from a luxurious bedroom and marble-finished bathroom. The intermediate level is an open-plan space with floor-to-ceiling windows, integrating living room, dining area, and kitchen, with materials like nautical woods and high-quality marine-grade steels, plus a terrace with direct sea access. On the rooftop, the solarium offers a jacuzzi, loungers, and a bar with 360-degree views. The entire complex is complemented by advanced flotation technologies and marine climate control systems, achieving a luxury home comparable to a yacht but with the comfort of a fixed residence. Number 3. Casa Batlló, Barcelona, Spain, History and Architecture. Casa Batlló is one of Antoni Gaudí's undisputed masterpieces and of Catalan modernism. Originally, it was an unremarkable residential building, built in 1877 on the elegant Passeig de Gràcia in Barcelona. In 1903, Josep Batlló, a wealthy textile industrialist, bought it and commissioned Gaudí to carry out a complete renovation between 1904 and 1906. The architect had total freedom to transform the house into an artistic manifesto, eliminating the original facade and completely redesigning both the exterior and interior. The house became an icon of modernism and, later, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In its architecture, Casa Batlló is a tribute to organic form and nature. Its undulating facade is covered with a mosaic of glass and brightly colored ceramic fragments, trincades, creating a scale-like effect that changes with the sunlight. The wrought iron balconies look like theatrical masks or skulls, and the columns evoke bones, creating an almost anatomical aesthetic. The curved roof reproduces the back of a dragon covered with glazed ceramic tiles, topped by a cross-shaped tower alluding to the legend of St. George and the dragon. Inside, Gaudí eliminated straight lines. Walls and ceilings are wavy to naturally direct light and air, while the central light well is clad in blue tiles graded from darkest at the top to lightest at the bottom to distribute light evenly. The doors, windows, and railings are ergonomically designed, with smooth shapes that adapt to the human hand, while stained glass and skylights filter light in a continuous chromatic play. The entire building is a total work of art where structure, decoration, and function merge into a harmonious and fascinating whole.
Number 4. The Flintstone House, California. History and Architecture.
The Flintstone House is one of the most iconic examples of experimental organic architecture from 1970s California. It was built in 1976 by architect William Nicholson alongside Highway I-280 in Hillsborough, near San Francisco. Its design broke with conventional suburban aesthetics, inspired by prehistoric forms and the idea that a home could be a habitable sculpture. In 2017, Florence Fong, a businesswoman and philanthropist, bought it and decorated it with giant dinosaur sculptures, drawing even more inspiration from the Flintstones imagery. The city tried to ban these sculptures for altering the landscape, but Fong won the legal battle, cementing the house as a symbol of eccentricity and creative freedom. Architecturally, the Flintstone House uses the shotcrete technique, where concrete is sprayed at high pressure over metal mesh frames supported by inflatable balloons, giving rise to bulbous, organic forms with no right angles. The result is a series of interconnected volumes like cavernous chambers, with vaulted ceilings and spaces that flow seamlessly from one to another. The exterior walls are painted in vivid tones such as orange, purple, and red, reinforcing its playful, cartoon-like character. The rounded, asymmetrical windows let in diffuse natural light, creating an intimate, almost theatrical atmosphere. The interior maintains the formal continuity with integrated niches, built-in wall benches, and curved floors, eliminating rigid transitions. The garden, decorated with dinosaur-themed sculptures, extends the visual narrative outdoors, turning the house into an inhabited fantasy that celebrates unfettered imagination.
Number 5. Palais Bulles, France. History and Architecture.
The Palais Bulles, or Palace of Bubbles, is a masterpiece of radical organic architecture and one of the icons of the French Riviera. It was designed by Hungarian architect Antti Lovag for industrialist Pierre Bernard between 1975 and 1989, in an experimental process that celebrated formal freedom and integration with the landscape. In the 1990s, designer Pierre Cardin acquired the property and turned it into his summer residence and a venue for haute couture events. After his death, it became one of the most photographed and coveted properties in the world. Architecturally, the Palais Bulles breaks with all rectilinear conventions, consisting exclusively of spherical forms and interconnected domes. The structures are made of sprayed concrete molded in situ, following the curves of the rocky terrain overlooking the Mediterranean. The interior consists of fluid spaces without corners or angles, with continuous floors, vaulted ceilings, and integrated niches for seating and beds. The suites are individually decorated by contemporary artists, maintaining the concept of the house as a total work of art. Large semicircular windows offer panoramic sea views, while skylights diffuse overhead light, creating almost cavernous yet bright atmospheres. The outdoor amphitheater, carved into the hillside, is surrounded by Mediterranean vegetation and can host up to 500 people for events and fashion shows. Pools and gardens are arranged on terraces that adapt to the slope, connected by gentle ramps and stairs, reinforcing the fusion between architecture and nature. The Palais Bulles is not just a residence but an architectural manifesto that celebrates organic form as habitable art.